Christina Aguilera is on the phone with us right now. Christina!
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
It's great to talk to you. First time I talked to you, you were 17? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was right when Genie in a Bottle came out.
We were at Six Flags.
We've been around for over a decade.
Yeah, we were
yes.
at Six Flags in Texas, and
You were ill that night. I think she performed despite being very
you weren't feeling
sick.
well. We talked about your prom. It was coming up, and you weren't able to go, and that was like a big deal.
Oh, probably. I did go, and all the girls were mean. They left the dance floor while Genie in a Bottle played.
That's right.
No, they didn't.
I remember that story.
Well, now I can laugh at it, so I guess it's great. So.
Mean girl.
Right. Nothing you can do about the bitches. They're just going to be there.
I wonder what they're doing now. Do you know what any of your high school friends are doing now?
Oh, yeah, who cares, right?
Buying her CD for their daughters.
Hey, it's great to have you back. It really is. I'm so glad you're back. I've been waiting. You took too long here, you know?
I know. I have to take my time in between records, but also I think what pushed it the extra mile was the movie and also
Burlesque.
preparing for that. Yeah. It took 6 months out of my time. I was actually finished with the record, and I would have had it out already a year ago, but I had to go and jump into the movie Burlesque.
Yeah, you didn't want to be like not able to promote your record because you're making a movie. So, you know, you want to support the album.
The record was worth giving it its own special promotional time and exercise that. So I definitely had to give it its own special meaning and time out. So I was like, you know what? This will just be my year of preparation for next year's big releases.
It's called Bionic, the album is, and this is the song that everybody's talking about. Not Myself Tonight. Well, I'm sorry you lost your ability to sing really good.
Thank you. Oh, it sounds so fun this early in the morning.
It is.
Let me talk about your instrument.
And please talk about her voice.
Yes, that's what I mean.
I hope so.
I've been told, my daughter's a singer, and I've been told that after you have a baby, that hormonal changes can change your voice somewhat dramatically. Has that been the case with you at all?
While I was pregnant, actually, and I had to, the last 3 months of my tour, I had found out I was pregnant, and I had to still be on tour while pregnant. And some of the high notes were actually a little bit more difficult for me to hit, and I called my doctor. I was like, what's happening here? Am I losing my voice? And he's like, no, it's totally normal. You know, because everything sort of swells in your body when you're pregnant. Things get bigger.
Sure.
And so were my vocal cords. They were sort of expanding a little bit, and they were just pushing against, I don't know what all the details are.
Christina, we
named
actually have a tape of you singing live in concert while you were pregnant.
With your swollen vocal cords.
Yeah. It's crazy.
If you wanna be with me.
Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
A genie in a bottle.
Wow.
Yeah, so your voice did change quite a bit.
It changed a lot, actually. Yeah, I left that part out.
I think that the thing that I have, been picking up from all of your interviews that I've seen lately, since you are starting into full, CD promotion mode, is that as a new mom, you actually feel sexier. And I think that's opposite for a lot of moms who, once they have a baby, they feel like they're not allowed to show their sexy side. They have to wear the mom jeans and kind of tone it down. You feel the opposite.
Yeah, that's just me, though. I mean, when you feel comfortable and confident in your own skin, it's just going to show. And I swear to God, my body and I did things as a woman that I never even knew was possible or thought were possible. And bouncing back from that whole experience with my body and everything, it just, because you do go through a time period where your body isn't even your body.
So
it is not about you. It is your baby's supply for food and comfort and safety and warmth. And
so your boobs are still huge.
It does not belong to you. So once you go through that stage and you kind of come out the other side, I've never felt sexier in my whole life because there is a confidence. And with age, too, you get older and you just know exactly what you want, exactly how you like things, and exactly how to get it.
So you don't have a problem appearing sexy to your son? I mean, I think that's what a lot of moms, they don't want to appear as a sexual creature when their children are around.
No, because I think that's almost a falsehood. It's like, women are sexy. And I think that's why. I think that's also, for me, it would be a problem because I would think that I'm teaching him the message that it's not okay for women to be sexual and that it's promoting also the years of shame that have been put on us, whenever women want to, either be sexual or feel sexy. It's like we're only objected for men's pleasures.
Right.
It's
You
like
have
we have no thought process about it. It's like, no,
Yeah.
I am a sexual person. Some people are more sexual than others. I happen to be very sexual. I love expressing
Yeah,
it
you
through
are.
my creativity, and he's going to grow up in a household where he respects that with women, and also he just sees that mommy's an artist, and that's how it goes, and I
you've
feel
been,
good about it.
You've been preaching that message for the longest time. I mean,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
You were right, yeah.
Which
I'm
is-
so happy you've listened. That's great.
what do you mean?
Nice to hear that when people listen,
Oh, you mean like instead of just thinking of the next question?
Well, that's my message. No,
Yeah.
that I've been saying that for a long time. 'Cause
No,
it's
you
true.
have. That video was so powerful
Yeah, it
for all the ugly people of the world, me included.
Aw.
Terrible. That was not meant for that.
As far as you being sexy, we have something in common. And I've shared this with the show many times that I love reading erotic books in the bathtub.
Right.
Stop.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also have naked Sundays at kids' house.
But kid's the only one that shows up.
Yeah.
Now, how do you keep your book from getting wet? 'Cause
Oh, kids, stop
my
it.
book is always getting ruined. How do you do that? Do you have a plastic cover for it?
Do you mean? Did you read this
There
somewhere?
was,
that I
there was
reading?
some
Water
we got
erotic,
some-
water erotica.
We got some
right?
fact sheet on
the
you.
pages don't get wet, and
That's amazing.
and what's meant to does.
You
Now,
are
Christina,
a sexual person.
Now this is going to be the first. This is going to be the first. You're going to obviously tour, if not just across America, around the world with this album, and you're going to have a baby with you or a toddler now.
Max.
So that's completely going to change your tour style. Have you consulted with other moms who have done this, like maybe Gwen Stefani, somebody who's done it before you, to see how you do it right?
Kate Gosselin.
Yeah, I know them, and just knowing, period, that I'm not the first person to do this, and I won't be the last, is comforting. Everyone finds their own comfort level with it, and actually, I am friends with Gwen, and Gwen said that the other members of her band and whatnot actually have kids themselves, so it was kind of like a big daycare. I don't have that, I don't obviously have, a no doubt sort of band around me.
Yeah.
But we're going to have Daddy with us, so it's really going to be, actually, I think, a lot of family time and some good adventures. My concerns will be with time differences
Sure.
and getting him to bed on time. How is his body going to react? There will be a lot of cranky moments, I'm sure, but, Mommy gets cranky too. So
No, this idea was given to me, but when my friend Joel Madden and Nicole Richie, when they had their first baby, for a present, I got them a tour case with the baby's name on it, like a full size tour
that's
case.
sweet.
You should do that. That's really cool because they put all their stuff in it, strollers and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, it's not like the little thing you get for a poodle, like with the baby's head sticking out.
Not a carrying
Carry
crate.
on.
That's what I was visualizing.
A crate.
Great for
Yeah,
baby.
you don't put the baby in it.
I
Al.
didn't know.
That
man.
was my invention that I
didn't
came up
know.
with, the baby crate.
The baby crate.
That's awful.
We were noticing, Christina Aguilera, that there's a song from your past that reminds us a lot of Adam Lambert for your entertainment. Have you noticed that with Keep Getting Better?
Adam Lambert?
Yeah, the Adam Lambert song for your entertainment sounds like it might have been inspired by your song Keep Getting Better.
Oh, really? I would have no idea. I don't know.
Let me play the hook for you. Listen, this is Adam.
Yeah.
Keep getting better.
You're going to make it work, aren't you?
No, it does
Well,
kind of
That's
work.
nice. Well, if it's true, I'm flattered. I mean, we all sort of get ideas from somewhere, right?
Right?
Yeah.
For sure.
But I don't know. I can't take credit for that. I did not write the song.
Something really interesting was said by somebody on the show, and I know you won't take it. I hope you won't take offense to it. I don't think you will.
Oh, Jesus. What are you doing now? I'm just kidding.
He said that if you go back to like 2001, when you were emerging on the scene along with, and Britney and Jessica Simpson, and that he thought that if he had to look forward 10 years, that you would be the one that had problems and that Britney would have been the one that had settled down and had kids.
And it flipped.
And it's flipped. Did you get that perception that people thought that maybe you were more destined for that than for this idyllic life that you're leading now?
Well, I don't know who you're talking about, and I don't want to offend anyone in turn.
Yeah.
You know, we can't look into the future, and I know that some of what I was doing was a little bit more
risky.
It was a little less safe, if you will.
For sure.
You know, as far as, you know, I had no problems with saying, you know, I'm not really into playing a virgin, and I'm not really into doing this and that and the other thing. And, you know, I wanted to break out of my shell. And when Dirty came, a lot of people were like, oh, what is she doing?
Right.
But that's a part of my thing. You know, I can only be myself, and I can only, you know, exude that. And I knew, actually, at that point, you know, not everyone, I've learned early on, not everyone's going to love everything you put out, so, because I am a risk taker, and you can't please everyone all the time, so I have to end up pleasing myself. But I knew that down the line, because I'm never going to stop making music, that once you look back at the body of my career, you will have seen such change and such, a different path of music, genres and experiments happen and looks change, and I was going to be proud of that. And I knew Dirty had a staple in representing that time of my life, and I loved it. I don't know whether you're talking about the Dirty Days or whatnot,
that's what it was.
but you know, I find that a lot of people too, they jump on making conclusions and things like that, and it's a little closed-minded.
So you don't regret anything? If you could just delete one little segment of something you've done, there's nothing you'd take back?
Oh my gosh, no, because it's all a part of the person that I am today. If anything, not take back, but never do again.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, your 20s is for a woman, just not in the public eye. That's such a period of growth and experimentation and mistakes.
Absolutely.
And to have to do that in public, I just can't even imagine anybody making it through with their sanity.
Christina Aguilera.
Thank you.
We also said, by the way, that your concert, your tour that you did the last time you were around was probably the single best concert that any of us had been to. Amazing.
Which one?
I don't know the name of the tour.
Your very last
the last one you did.
The Back to Basics tour.
When you found out you were
Back
pregnant.
to basics. Yeah.
It was awesome.
And also, and
thanks.
if I can throw out one more little platitude here, your Grammy performance was the single best Grammy performance that in my life that I can remember. I mean, it was.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, you killed it. Absolutely.
God, you know what? My little girl told me last night, Mommy, I wish I could sing like you. I'm like, I'm no Christina Aguilera. I mean, come on.
That's sweet.
Do you get goosebumps when you listen to somebody sing and sing, like really bring it and you get goosebumps? Do you ever get goosebumps when you hear yourself sing?
That's really sweet, but actually I cringe.
Really?
My husband actually tried to get me to watch that performance back over and over after it was done, and I literally couldn't. I had to have a few drinks before I could even watch it.
No way.
Later that night
The Grammy one?
Because I'm such a crazy perfectionist that I'll pick apart everything.
No way. Well, there were two performers that came out at that time that I mentioned earlier, 2000, 2001. You and Pink, and you're my two favorites of all time, and I'm really pleased. Really pleased to have you on.
So much. Thank you so much.
Really looking
well,
forward.
Wait till you see the ones from Bionic. It's
I
really
know.
fun.
I'm gonna catch this tour this time. I'll be honest. I missed the last tour and I kicked myself in the butt, but I'm not missing this next one.
June 8th, the album is out. Christina Aguilera. It's called Bionic. Not Myself Tonight is the new song. Go get it. Christina, you're always nice. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Christina Aguilera. She's a game changer.
Yeah.
I like her. That's not one I'm going to talk bad about her and then talk good about her when she's on. I just like her. And I think I like her most because of this one song.
Yeah.
Which is somehow wraps up. I don't think she wrote it. Maybe she did. Maybe she co-wrote it. But it just wraps up all the problems between mothers and daughters, and how the older you get as a daughter, you start to get perspective on what mom really means to you. And you forgive.
Seems like it was yesterday when I saw your face. You told me how proud you were, but I walked away.
Excellent song. It's called Hurt. Christina Aguilera, Kid Kraddick in the morning.
Kraddick.